So I welcome you all to this enriching as well as interactive, if you can interact, session of getting into the insights of teaching of mathematics.
To one and all present here. My sincere thanks to Dr. G. Tangadurai, Managing Trustee, and Ms. Lata Mishra, Trustee, for giving me an opportunity in this platform to share my views. Actually, we all know that Max, if you are saying mathematics, I'm a mathematics teacher, immediately they will say, oh, yes, it's very difficult. It is not like that actually. Our prime duty is to, the children must love the maths teacher first of all. Then only they can learn the subject. This is what my experience, my personal experience. They must love the teacher. So for that, we have to go to their level and we have to talk to them first of all, personally, what is their problem? We have to understand their problem. Some of the students are slow learners. For them, we have to go to their level and we have to give the call, and in the evening time or in the afternoon time, whenever we are free, we can call them and we have to say that this is a topic you are weak. Weak in that sense. What is a, we can ask some question if they are not answering. So this is not, this you don't know. So why can't you learn from me? I will teach you. I'm here. That kind of feeling you have to give. I'm here to help you. So whenever you are finding time, you please repeatedly, if you are asking this question, immediately the students will turn to us. They will come whenever we are. And another important thing is we have to take care of the slow learners as well as the high achievers also. High achievers, what I used to do is when I am passing the higher achievers, I will pose some maths questions to them. What is the, this is the equation, how to solve. So if you are asking them in front of certain groups, immediately they will have a feeling that ma'am is thinking I am great. So for that, in front of ma'am's view, I have to be in the same level only. For that, I have to work hard. What the students will think is immediately they will find solution for that. When one student is answering, immediately other students automatically they will also come forward to answer the questions. By the way, we have to motivate the high achievers. Can I share my screen? Is the screen is visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. See, insights on teaching mathematics grade 10 and 12. I'm teaching grade 10 and 12 for the what sir said for the 3 decades, starting my career from 1986. I started the teaching career. So I have seen many kinds of all the kinds of students I have seen. Once again, slideshow. I'll do. Once again.
Ma'am, you are on mute.
Sorry, sir. So here I thought I can give my views in grade 10, how we are going about, and grade 12 also. Then time management, how to crack the exam, and number of sample papers, how many they have to solve, and how to check the question papers and OMR sheet and MCQ, how to elevate some of the options are not necessary or some of the things are immediately you can get. Those things I wanted to discuss. See, hardly 10 days is there for the board exam, for max board exam. 6th December is 12th exam. I think 4th is the max, grade 10. So we have to, hardly 7 topics are there in grade 10 and 5 to 6 topics are there in grade 12. So we have to summarize the topic. One day you have to take one topic, real numbers. In that, what are the things are there? HCF and LCM. What is the relation between the HCF and LCM? How we are calculating the HCF in the prime factorization method or in the grade 4 level. If they are comfortable with the grade 4 level, let them do that. And P by Q. Any number, any rational number is of the form P by Q, whether it is terminating or non-terminating, and after how many places it is terminating also. These, and next one is 0.5 bar, shortcut method also you can say. These kind of things are there in real numbers. So when the real number topic is there, these are the only important things in real numbers. So you can give an example for each and everything. So by the way, you can complete real numbers in one day. Same way, polynomials. Polynomials, when they look at the graph itself, they will come to know how many zeros are there. And another important thing is we have the downward parabola. If we have a downward parabola, then the coefficient of x square must be negative. That is a thing we have to teach in the grade 10 level, right? For example, this is a point -2 and this is -1 means immediately x plus 2 into x minus 1 is a polynomial. So x square plus x minus 2 is a polynomial. One of the option will be given. That is correct. But the figure is given means the polynomial must be minus x square minus x plus 2. Because for the downward parabola, we have to insist them. Coefficient of x square must be negative and the constant multiple also. So these are the things we have to insist them. And sum of zeros, product of zeros, and something is a zero of the polynomial means we have to substitute the value in the polynomial and get the unknown.
I think there's a technical lag at Mrs. Hariharan's end. I'm sure ma'am will be joining back shortly. It could possibly be because of a power cut or a technical glitch. I see ma'am's back.
Power disruption.
Yes, ma'am, we understood that. You could continue from where you stopped.
Okay, one second.
Your screen is visible, ma'am. From triangles now to linear equations and back to polynomials.
uh, see, one second. See, in the polynomials, these are the types of questions. And what is alpha square plus beta square, alpha cube plus beta cube, where alpha and beta are the zeros of the polynomial. More than that, nothing will come in the polynomials. Next one, we have linear equations. Earlier, you have to solve by this method, that is elimination method or cross multiplication method or a substitution method is there. Now they must know any one of the method they can solve. And next one is consistency of equations. Based on the consistency of equation, we have to find the value of k such that the system has infinitely many solutions or no solutions. Based on that, the case-based questions we have to discuss. Case-based question is in maths, I can say this is simple actually. 4-mark question, they have split it into 2, 3, 4, 5 options they have given. Nothing is new in maths. Whereas triangles, hardly 5 questions are coming. Based on the BPT, they have d by db. D is in a triangle. In a triangle, we have the line E is parallel to any line, parallel to one side, intersects the other two sides in 2 distinct points, and it divides the 2 sides proportionally. So sure, one question will come in that, and another one is based on the similarity. These are the results actually. Area of one triangle by area of 2 triangles are similar, then area of triangle by area of another triangle is ratio of squares of corresponding sides, and ratio of squares of the corresponding perimeter, then ratio of squares of corresponding medians, ratio of squares of corresponding altitudes. So definitely 2 questions are coming in this. And next one is Pythagoras theorem. Based on the Pythagoras theorem, I think the students are comfortable, I believe. So that is a one. Next, geometry, hardly 2 formulas. One is distance formula, other one is section formula. Midpoint formula is a special case of section formula. And centroid, I think we are getting the questions in the sample papers. So better teach the centroid. Don't say that it is a deleted portion. And we are getting a problem like this, finding a point on the x-axis. So any point on the x-axis, you must insist some y coordinate is equal to 0. So x comma 0. Y-axis means the point is 0 comma y, which is equidistant from 2 points. So you have to apply the distance formula. P is a point which is equidistant from A and B, means immediately AP equal to BP. No need to write the square root of formula. Immediately next step you can write AP square is equal to BP square. When they are writing like this, no need to write the square root. They will not make mistake. So this is the only thing there in the coordinate geometry. Next, trigonometry, we have trigonometric ratios, measures, and identities. Measures, you know the shortcut method to find the trigonometric ratio of sine 30, sine 60, cos 30, cos 60, all the things. And the complementary angles. This is a deleted portion, I know, even though for the knowledge sake and some of the problems using the complementary angle, they can solve it immediately. So in a triangle, we have, this is angle B, angle A, angle C. Then this is theta. So sine theta is equal to, then you can ask the students, this is 90 minus theta. Sine theta is equal to cos of 90 minus theta. So you can tell them that sine and cos are friends. So complementary angle is coming means sine is coming means friend must come. Same way, tan and cot are friends. In the complementary angles, tan of 90 minus theta means cot theta must come. Cot of 90 minus theta means tan theta must come. Next, secant and cosecant. So this is helpful in solving the problems. Based on that, we are getting the problems in the sample papers. Next, areas related to circle. Here, area of circle, everyone knows the circumference of the circle. Area of sector, we have two formulas. One is area of sector is equal to theta by 360 into pi r square. How we can tell the students means, in a circle, we are concentrating only the theta portion of the 360 degree. Area means theta by 360 of theta portion of 360 of the area of the circle. Same way, length of the arc means L is nothing but theta portion of circumference of the circle, which is 2 pi r. So everything, don't cancel the 2 and 360. You can tell the students like this, if they are keeping the things in their mind, theta by 360 of theta portion of area of the circle, theta by 360 of 2 pi r, like that. Next one, perimeter of the circle. Perimeter of the circle, generally the students will connect the formula theta by 360 into 2 pi r. This is an error, accident prone area. Perimeter is the perimeter of the figure. Perimeter means they will think that's perimeter of the circle they are writing, theta by 360 into 2 pi r. That is not the case. So here R, L. So L plus 2R. So in system, this is a accident prone area. Next, you can tell them that angle subtended by the minute hand in 1 minute is equal to 60 degree. Let them by heart the angle. For 1 minute, the angle subtended by the minute hand in 1 minute is equal to 60 degree. Same way in the exam, whatever minutes is coming, 5 minutes, they will convert it into 30 and they will apply the formula. Next, probability. Probability, what is a probability of event and what is an impossible event? Sure event. Probability of impossible event is 0. Sure event is 1. So probability lies between 0 and 1. One of the option is coming, which is not the probability of an event. Some negative things will be given, or more than one is coming, then Kushbu?
Yes, ma'am.
Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Okay. Because power disruption, that is why I'm asking.
Yes, you're audible.
Screen is visible, no?
Definitely, yes, ma'am.
Okay. Here, so these are the things that are there in the grade 10. Grade 10 teachers, if you have any doubt, you can discuss with me. How you are feeling 10th standard mathematics teaching? Teachers? Hello, you can interact. We will share. This is an interactive session only. What are the problems you are facing? Hello.
Request all of you to be responsive, as I said. Yes, respond.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, madam. Good evening, madam.
Yes, ma'am. In case study last year, each case study the students has to write 4 answers, ma'am.
Yes.
And this year overall 8 are in the same.
Overall, actually, it's a case of overall only. Here 5 options are given. Totally, they have to answer. If they want, they can answer all the 5 and the remaining also from the other questions, right?
Yes, ma'am.
2 case studies are coming.
Okay, ma'am. So any 8.
Any eight only.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Welcome.
Ma'am, and one more thing, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
The students, they can't complete within the time.
And that is
So
what?
they know that.
Oh, okay, ma'am. Actually, time management, max, that is one of my thing. Anyway, next I will do that. I will tell you by the time. Okay, sure, I will answer for your question.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Any other questions, ma'am? Teachers, what are the problems you are facing? We will discuss and we will find the solution.
Somebody has posted saying assertion and reasoning.
Assertion and reasoning, as it is not given in the sample paper, but assertion and reasoning is not a problem for the marks as such, right? 4 options are given. In that, we have to answer. So for that, they must know the concept. That is what I said. These are the concepts. They have to concentrate. If they are thorough with the concept, there is no problem in assertion and reasoning. As such, in the sample paper, it is not given, but we are giving training to the students. Any other questions?
Ma'am, perimeter of circle.
Perimeter of circle is 2 pi r. Perimeter of circle is 2 pi r because length of the arc and the perimeter of the circle only they have to connect, because that is a length. See here, we have a circle is there. See here, perimeter of the circle is 2 pi r, we know, perimeter of the circle. Whereas the length of the arc, see, perimeter, the outer length only is coming. In the circle, perimeter and circumference, same meaning. Whereas in the sector, perimeter and circumference will be different here. Here, this is a sector. This is a sector. Perimeter of the sector is outside length we have to add. So this is R and this is R. And here is the length of the arc. So length of the arc only we can connect through perimeter of the circle. Theta by 360 portion. Theta by 360 portion of length of the circumference of the circle. So you can connect in that way. Theta by 360 of 2 pi r. Any other doubts? Any question?
There is someone who posted saying, Mr. Jagan, how to deal with proving trigonometric identities, as most of the students find it difficult.
Trigonometric identities, correct actually. One second. Trigonometric identities, proving the problem, we have only 3 types are there. Only 3 types. Actually, now only MCQs. Earlier, we used to write the subjective problems. We have to simplify the LHS, bring the RHS. That is one. And another one is simplify the LHS, simplify the RHS, live in the same place. Live in the same place. This is the way they can prove. And I said 3 types. First type is taking the LCM. Taking the LCM, for example, 1 by 1 plus cos theta plus 1 by 1 minus cos theta equal to something proving. So these kind of things you have to take the LCM. And another type is the root of 1 minus sine theta by 1 plus sine theta equal to secant theta plus tan theta. Just I have not by hearted the problem. Root of 1 minus sine theta by 1 plus sine theta. This is a second type. In this type, we have to multiply by the conjugate. First type, take the LCM. LCM is first type. Second type, take the conjugate. Conjugate of the denominator. Then some conjugate of the denominator. Then you will arrive the result. Numerator is 1 minus sine theta the whole square. By denominator is cos square theta, you will be getting it. Both are squares. So you can take the square root immediately. This is an example. I said I have not by hearted the problem. Then the third one is only this one. That is simplify the LHS and simplify the RHS. Bring it to the same place. These are the only 3 types are there in the solving the trigonometric identities. Jagan sir, clear?
Yes, ma'am, I'm clear, ma'am.
Okay,
Thank
okay.
you.
So
Thank
one is LCM type, other one
Yes.
is conjugate type, and the
Yes.
third one is simplify the LHS, leave in certain stage, simplify the RHS, bring it to the same stage. That is the way you can prove the trigonometric identities.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay,
Thank
thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next, coming to the 12th standard, we have relations and functions is the first topic. Some of the things are standard results. These results they have to by heart because based on that, they will be getting the problem. How many relations? The number of A is equal to number of elements in A is M. Number of elements in B is N means total number of relations from A to B is 2 power Mn. Number of functions from A to B is N power M. Number of one functions is npm if n is greater than or equal to m and equal to 0 if n is less than m. These are the very, very, very important results. Surely 1 or 2 questions will come in that. And number of onto functions is n power m minus n. Number of bijective functions is n factorial if n of a equal to n of b. Otherwise, this is equal to 0. So this is there, and inverse trigonometric functions. In the inverse trigonometric functions, we have certain formulas are there that they have to by heart because number of formulas are more. That is why I didn't write that. Next one is determinants. Determinants, properties of determinants is a deleted portion, but nothing wrong in knowing the properties of determinants. Based on the determinant of AB equal to determinant of A into determinant of B. When you see the sample papers, they'll be giving the A matrix is 1, 2, 7, 3. Then B matrix is B is equal to 6, 1, 2, 8. Then what is determinant of AB? Determinant of AB means naturally we will multiply these two and then find the determinant. Instead of doing that, if they know the determinant of A into, if they know this property, immediately they can write 3 minus 14 is minus 11. That is a determinant of A. Into determinant of B is 48 minus 2, 46. They can multiply and write. I'm just giving a big number. Just I am telling you. So if they know the property, immediately they can answer. Same way here, determinant of A inverse is 1 by determinant of A. And determinant of the adjoint of A is equal to determinant of A power n minus 1. Determinant of Ka is equal to K power n into determinant of A. You can check any sample paper. At least 1 or 2 questions will come in this based on this determinants. Matrix is not a big thing for them. Next, continuity and differentiability. In that, for the continuity, we have L'Hopital rule is there in IIT. They can, here, this is an MCQ test only. So nothing wrong. They are applying this rule for finding the easy answer. For example, we have sine 3x by 7x. I'm taking the simple problem only. Equal to k, you here if x not equal to 0, here if x is equal to 0. If they know the concept, L'Hopital rule says that if when you are applying the limit, if you're getting 0 by 0 or infinity by infinity form, then you can differentiate the numerator separately and differentiate the denominator separately. When you are doing this, this is cos 3x into 3 and denominator is 7. When you are applying again the limit x tends to 0, here cos 0 is 1, so 3 by 7. So the k value is equal to 3 by 7. Because this is a MCQ test like IIT, we can use this rule, L'Hopital rule. For differentiability also, you can left derivative and the right derivative, they will be giving the different functions, differentiate the left side and differentiate the right side. When you apply the limit, if you are getting the same answer, it is differentiable. Otherwise, it is not differentiable. And absolute maximum and absolute minimum in application of derivatives. We have they are not asking absolute maximum or minimum, but the interval will be closed. The interval is closed means it is an absolute maximum and minimum value. And when you are teaching the is increasing, decreasing functions, and first, this is for the teaching part. First derivative test, second derivative test, and absolute maximum or minimum. For all the things, the first procedure is they are finding the derivative. First derivative they are finding and equated to 0. Dy by dx equal to 0. Get the points, turning points. Turning points we are getting because we are summarizing the students' means we have to say for the increasing, decreasing, first derivative test, second derivative test, absolute maximum, minimum, all the four. We are doing the first derivative equated to 0, finding points. For the increasing, decreasing, we are writing it in the ascending order and take the intervals. For the first derivative, we are checking the neighborhood. And the second derivative, as per name says that we have to find the second derivative, substitute the point and tell the rules, right? These are the things. And another one is time management. One of the teacher asked time management. I insist my students, I gave 10 minutes. I gave 10 minutes for solving 20 questions. In the beginning, it is very difficult only. So, if 3 sections are there, section A, section B, section C. Section A, they have to take maximum 15 minutes. 16 questions are there, I know. But you have to tell them, section A, they have to take 15 minutes. And section B, they have to take 15 minutes. Section C, they have to take only 15 minutes. Here, actually 16 question. Here is also 16 question. For each question, they have to take not more than 1 minute. That kind of preparation they need. So, if you are insisting them like this, automatically they will complete 45 minutes. They will not complete. They will complete in 1 hour. Another half an hour is there to check the question paper. So, if you are insisting them, each and every section, they cannot exceed 15 minutes. Like this, they have to practice the papers at home. The sample papers are available. They can set the time and they can do. This is how we are doing it in the school. Madam, it's clear, ma'am? I think one of the teacher asked this question.
Yeah, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
So we have to tell them like this. Same way, in sample paper, you have to tell them minimum 25 papers before the board exam they have to solve. Hardly 10 days are there. 10 days, each day they have to sit with the morning one paper, afternoon one paper, evening one paper. Like this they have to do. If you are telling them, they definitely they will not do 10 into 3, 30 papers. They will not solve, I know. At least papers they will solve. That will be helpful for them and it increases their speed. You said you were worried about the speed only. So if they are doing like this, are coming repeatedly, it is coming. So when they see the thing itself, they will answer. So this is a pattern, this is the way they have to do. So this kind of idea, they will be getting it. And checking the process. Checking the process, how to check the paper means, I think the empty paper is given to them. CBSE is giving the instruction that the students are getting the empty paper to solve, right? So in that, first they have to solve the 1 to 45. We have totally 40 questions are there to answer. So let them solve. After that, the second paper and not the whole steps. They have to do 1 or 2 steps they have to write. And what is this answer? First, what the answer they have got. It is these two are same. That means double time they are verifying. If these two are same, immediately they can click the option, MCQ option that I will come across in the next one. So we have 2 times we are checking, then they can tick the shade the MCQ option, correct option, then shade. If they are getting the different thing, different answer, they are getting it means then both the things they have to keep it nearby, and where they made the mistake they can identify. So this is a way they have to check. Half an hour they have to check the paper only. So if we have to give the instruction that 45 minutes they have to complete. If 45 minutes mean they will not complete in 45 minutes, I know it will take, they will take 1 hour. Another half an hour they have to check the paper like this. OMR sheet instruction. See, question number 1, we have 4 choices are there. So here CBSE is instructing, suppose if they are shading this option, shading the option, how they have to shade from the outer circumference. As a maths people, we know that from the outer circumference, they have to come inside, have to shade fully. They have to shade fully and then write the option. This is A, this is B, C, D means they have to write B here, right? And this is the one for not attempting the question. So this box, they don't attempt, they don't shade in the beginning. Final thing only, they have to shade this. If any question is not attempted, means that place they can do this, they can do it at last, right? So the shading part, they have to come from the outer circumference to, they have to come inside and write the option. And if they are making mistake also, it is there, but this box is very important. Whatever they are writing it here, this is the one we are taking it for the correction. Evaluation purpose, this is only very important for us. Next, MCQ selection. Here, the reading time is very important for the students. During the reading time, the students, some of the results are standard results, like what we have discussed, determinant of A inverse is equal to 1 by determinant of A. Based on that, determinant of A is equal to 9. What is determinant of A inverse? We know that it is 1 by 9. So they can take these things, they can get an idea. This is these things, they are not necessary to think actually, because it is a standard results. So some of the things they have to do it like this. And another one, we have determine A is some matrix and B is another matrix. What is A plus 2A, A plus 2B? In that case, suppose here 1, here 2 is coming. So 2 into this means 1 plus 4, 5. Some of the options is not started with 5 means no need to check that. Suppose 2 options are starting with 5 means only those 2 options they have to check. So by the way, they have to eliminate the other things. This is how they have to do the MCQ selection. And
we can.
So
build
Mr.
on-
Mohammed Saad has raised his hand. I think he would like to speak.
Yeah, yes, Mr. Mohammed Saad.
Good evening, sir, and good evening, all of you. I am Mohammed Saad. I am from Aligarh, Uttar Pradesh, and I am the infrastructure head, and I also taking math classes and physics classes. So I just want to first thank you, sir, for conducting this session. So it's really helpful. It's really insightful. Thank you, ma'am, Hariharan ma'am, for your experience that you have shared with us. Sir, I just want to share my view or how I am teaching basically the trigonometry, because one question is arises regarding the trigonometry. Actually, what I thought when I teach mathematics this session, because since all the things are digitally transformed, we are from blackboard or to the whiteboard to the smart board right now. So we have a lot of potential to use the technology to our very best. So what I decided, I just try to think that can I teach math in form of any animation and any artwork, so that we can relate or apply them practically. What is the use of those things that we are studying in tech in any areas like trigonometry, areas of circles and all sort of things. So what I have done, I have just make the PowerPoint slides. If you allow us to share with you, if the time permits, so I can just share with you quickly.
Yeah, Mohammed Saad, let me make you a co-host.
Okay, so what I have done, I've just created the slides and I just thought of that how can I implement these technologies and these features, or basically with the help of animation. So it will be more interactive with the students, and they also like. And also I like this, like I introduce them that what are the applications of trigonometry. Suppose I want to measure the height of Burj Khalifa. So I cannot measure the vertical scale and all sort of things. So I'm just standing here at the bottom and I am watching with the horizontal angles, all sort of things that it's just simple PowerPoint I just created. I am standing here and I am watching the plane to fly. Okay, so it is at point A at some point of time and it reaches B. So with this, many students are getting related to it and they are also enjoying it. So, and I just explain them what is the line of sight and all sort of thing with the help of these anime small things. So there's the line of sight, mm, what is the angle of elevation, and after that I've just given them the insight of this. I just move on to the various examples, what are the angle of elevations where they are applicable, and this is an introduction of the chapter, and this is another example of angle of elevations. Next thing I just ask to tell them what is angle of depression if we are looking from top to the bottom. So the angle with the horizontal, which the substance is the angle of depression, like this sort of thing. I'm just doing it. So after that, I just uh, now this is the first question in NCERT 9.1 exercise. So I convert the entire question in a small animation. Suppose a circus artist is climbing a rope and there's a pole. So I just animate the pole so they can relate with the problem. There's a rope 20 meter in length and this is the artist. So like this, I just create them and that's the figure which is only given in the book. If I study in class 10, so I hardly relate this. So that sort of animation we can now do it because of the help of technology. Now, like this is a tree which is broken down, so it makes a 90-degree angle. So all the things we can do, and we can encourage as an educator, so to help them to evolve because the technology is the next thing forward. So what I think, because as the things are going, so we need to be very familiar with these things. So
Third question.
yeah, so I have convert all the questions in NCERT exercise, and I am just
Oh,
teaching them like in
very
this way only.
excellent, sir. Excellent.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, everyone. I just want to share with them. So
Very nice.
That was quite interesting, and
Animation, the animation he did, very nice. Very nice, sir.
Sir, only for this chapter or for all the chapters, sir?
yes,
You have
actually, I
animation?
have covered 7 or 8 chapters. So I have make like this videos. You can see many students are there is one concept how just let me share my audio system audio. Uh, so there is one ad. It's a 15 minute. So the audio is coming of the video. Video's audio is coming.
Video.
Okay, there is no audio.
Audio is not clear, sir.
Okay, just a second. So this ad was shooting for Emirates. So this is the antenna on top of the Burj Khalifa because the next question which I'm going is based on this thing. Let me roll the slides. This is this question number 7. There is a tower. On top of the tower we have an antenna. Okay, so this is the antenna on which the woman is sitting. So like this, I just try to convert them and try to visualize them basically. So this is the next question. There's a pedestal, there's a statue, there's a point. So I converted all the slides. Like this question, there's a road going, there are 2 poles. That the distance between the two poles is given. There is a point, the angle. So like this, I just visualize them. Then I solve them here.
Super, sir.
The man is looking toward the car is towards coming. So I converted all the questions like this. That's it. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Very nice, sir. Thank you.
That was a virtual reality, and
Really.
really appreciate your initiative in sharing with us. And that is one thing that I've been always sharing, that we need to share with one another. Thank you, Mr. Mohammed Saad. And I would
You're welcome,
definitely
sir.
would like if you can share your good practices in our future
Yeah, definitely,
webinars.
sir. In science, in physics, I am making these things because all of these things.
In fact, in our next topic would be insights on the teaching of science.
Definitely.
And I would be in touch with you to see how you can be one of the panelists. And
Yeah, sure. Thank you.
because good practices are to be shared, and that is what I call networking. And when I talked about responsive, responsible, and inclusive, and the last one was networking. We have to be very collaborative because as you said, Mohammed Sir, the technology facilitates. And at our level also in TD Educational and Charitable Trust, we had conducted a few webinars on these virtual realities. And we had a couple of programs on how to negotiate the online resources and apps and resources which are available to give that visual effects, as you said. And I think we missed you at that time, and we discover you now. So we can still take it forward, because digital era has come to stay. It will not go.
Yes, sir.
Even we come back to the classroom situation, still the digital era will stay. So thank you all, and thank you, Mrs. Hariharan,